Morning guys, Mark here. Welcome to another beautiful sunny morning here in Dorset. I do have the luck and pick some good days at the moment. So what we're testing today is the all-new BMW R1200RS. So it uses the same engine as the GS and the RT. 125 engine horsepower, so that's going to be about 110, 115 at the rear wheel. So basically it's a fared version of the R. Now this is the fully spec'd out version with the electronic suspension. Price wise, these are, I think they're 10,800 English pounds for the base model, rising to 12,900 for the top of the range version, which is what this one is. Really nice bike, kindly loaned to me by BMW CW Motorcycles of Dorchester. So let's just run through the bike. We've got the adjustable screen, very much like the XR. Really nice dash here, and you can see that. The dash is multi-adjustable, so you can kind of change the way it looks on the style here. You can either have it like with no rev counter, with more information. You can change the look of it, which I really like. You've got all your road and rain and dynamic. This one's got cruise control, your adjusting wheel there for the sat nav, cruise control, heated grips, everything. Really nice hydraulic clutch, brakes. Absolutely lovely bike this is. Shaft drive, which is always a benefit, you know, less maintenance, no chain having to adjust. Centre stand. I say you've got that lovely flat boxer twin on these bikes. I say it's not a screaming bike, it's not a screaming sort of high horsepower bike like the XR. This is more of a sort of a relaxing, lolloping real world engine. So I've had a lot of experience of the GS, and that's one of my favourite engines, and I'm hoping this is going to be the same, but sort of fused into a sports bike chassis, if you like. So it should promise good things. Weight wise, I think this is about 235 kilos, fully fueled, ready to ride. So we'll see how that feels when we ride it in a minute. So this is the electronic suspension, which is going to automatically adjust to all the road conditions. You've got your Bmw brakes that look exactly the same as the GS, so they should promise really good braking performance. Front there looks like the XR with the lights, sort of reminds me a bit there. So yeah, really nice bike. Let's hop on and see how she goes. Now this bike, I believe, has a huge array of seat height options, from something like 840mm for taller riders. It's called the sport seat. This has got the low seat on it, which is down to about 760mm. So for shorter riders out there, this is definitely going to be a bike you might want to consider. Now I'm only 5'8" tall. I'm currently completely flat-footed with my knee slightly bent, so that's a good thing. So definitely a bike for shorter riders. It doesn't feel heavy. It's, you know, even though it's 235 kilos, this doesn't really feel very heavy at all. Kind of feels weird to be back on a semi-sporting position for once. I'm sort of used to, you know, your more adventure-style bikes at the moment. Switch gear, all very similar to the GS and the XR, very familiar. Screen goes up and down like that, which I like. Really nice light hydraulic clutch there. It's probably got the same self-servo mechanism as the GS. Yeah, it's all just very familiar sort of stuff. Tank's nice. Big old boxer twin sticking out there. Let's fire the beast up. Yeah, so it's got that very characteristic flat boxer twin where the bike kind of just twists to one side when you blip the throttle. I like that, that's nice. Everything you could possibly want on the dash there: gear indicator, time, all your modes, fuel. Let's have a go then, let's try her out. Lovely light smooth clutch action there, that's always a nice thing. Sounds lovely. Very smooth off the low end there. That's the thing I like about these flat twin engines. You know, they may not have your screaming high horsepower of 160 odd that the XR's got, but for real world use, you know, you just can't beat them. It's probably the best engine, I would say. So straight off, the suspension feels beautiful. You know, we've got top spec electronic suspension here. Let's get past this learner. Mirrors are very similar to the GS. I think they're the same ones, to be honest. Yeah, so let's talk about everything in a bike. So at the moment I've got the screen in the highest position. I'm not getting any wind buffeting at all in my chest. It's just going over the top of my helmet quite nicely. Gearbox is ever so slick, and this one's got the quick shifter, so you don't need to back off the throttle when changing gear. So you can go up and down the gearbox with no clutch. Fantastic. Let's try this thing for power. 4th gear, full throttle. Oh yeah, lovely and grunty. Very, very smooth engine this for a big twin. You'd never think it. So 6th gear at the moment. Wide open throttle. Yeah, this thing pulls really nicely. Wow. Suspension feels really plush and compliant. Let's try these brakes out. Yay. Front brakes are great. Bloody roadworks are everywhere at the moment. So far, very impressed with this. So I kind of think to myself, where does this bike sort of fit in the market now? You know, it's for someone who, they don't really want to go down the route of a big, tall adventure bike. You know, they maybe you're a smaller rider, you just prefer that sporty feel of a bike. So, but you want that really nice 1200 flat twin engine. You know, this is definitely a bike you're going to consider. So I say price-wise for the base model, it's about £10,800, which is very reasonable. So a really, really nice light clutch action, smooth. Gearbox is a dream with that quick shifter. Oh, the quick shifter is just brilliant. I think I've said that before on the XR, but it's kind of a reason why you'd want to buy this bike. Let's try some quick shifting. 3rd gear, full throttle. Oh, that's excellent. So this engine is not about revs, it's about low rev grunt really. So with 4th gear, wind it open, absolutely loads of power. Very smooth engine, very smooth. Now obviously being a sporty type bike, it's a lean forward position, but it's not too bad. It reminds me of a Honda Blackbird that I owned a few years ago. So it's not radical like a GSXR or an R1. It's just a little bit of weight on your wrists. But obviously when you're going at speed, you know, that kind of disappears a bit. Mirrors are nice and clear. Not a bit of vibration through them, which is good. It's just like having an automatic, semi-automatic, you just don't use the clutch, it's lovely. Full throttle. Yeah, I'd say this has got about 110 horsepower at the rear wheel, feeling the power of it. Let's slow this right down. No clutch to go down through the gearbox. 2nd gear, wide open throttle. 3rd, 4th. Yeah, that's plenty powerful enough for real world use. Alright, let's check for vibrations, which is always important on a cruising bike. Currently at 4,000 revs, just over 60. It's very, very smooth. I can feel a tiny, tiny, tiny buzz through the pegs. tiny bit through the seat as well, only slight, you'd barely notice it. Let's take the revs up a bit more. Yeah, it's the same again. Very, very impressively smooth engine. Corners excellently, really nice. The engine's very quiet, which is a good thing, you know, if you don't want to be, you know, made tired over long journeys. So 6th gear, it's wide open the throttle. Yeah, this thing really pulls well. It's very, very similar. You know, I think it must be it's exactly. They haven't changed the engine at all to the GS. 4th gear. Oh, it's nice to be back on a sports bike for corners. Really nice. Yeah, that quick shifter is an absolute peach. Fantastic. Just try the cruise control out. Just over 50 miles an hour. There we go, hands free. That's nice, that all works well. Increase the speed, decrease the speed on the little button there. Yeah, that's lovely. So this is in road mode at the moment, which obviously, you know, adjusts the suspension and the throttle response. You can have it in dynamic as well, which makes it all a bit crisper. Right, let's try some low speed fueling now. Slow this right down as though we're going to go through town. 3rd gear. I'm just checking for surging now, which is one of my pet hates. 3rd gear, 3000 revs, that's fine. There's no nasty snatchiness or surging there. Slow this right down to 30. 3rd gear, 2500 revs, that's absolutely fine. Big tick there, that's all good. Full throttle again. God, I could get to like this. Cornering is excellent. You know, being down low again as opposed to a big tall adventure bike is really nice. Morning. Even though this is the low seat, it's quite firm, but it's comfortable. I'm not experiencing any sort of aches or pains at all. My legs are cramped up quite a bit compared to a taller adventure bike, but it's not a problem. They kind of just tuck in nicely to the tank. So it's super smooth, really nice dashboard, brakes are fantastic, mirrors are lovely. The bars are, you know, quite narrow. Obviously it reminds me of the K1300 I took out a while back. You're slightly on your wrists, you know, the weight, but not too bad. And the screen's doing a good job as well. The wind's just going up over my helmet. Lovely views up here. It's really hard to not use the clutch when you've been using one all your life. Brakes are phenomenal. I love the dash, it's really classy. Yeah, the suspension's really nice. You can tell that, you know, lots of money's gone into it. I think every bike should have a quick shifter. They're that good. Back brake is nicely powerful. Right, here we go. Let's do some more low speed running. 35 miles an hour. Yeah, that's smooth as silk. No surging. That's nice. I like that. Another brilliant bike by BMW. I mean, they really are making some excellent bikes. You know, you've got the RT for touring, the GS is a great all-rounder, the XR is the performance missile tourer, the RR, which we all know is pretty much the king of the super bikes. You've got the R Naked S1000R, which is unbelievable as well. You've got the R version of this. I mean, they really are producing some excellent bikes at the moment, you know. And this one's no exception. Oh, he just got a funny little turn round here. So smooth. Nasty gravel. Yeah, it's loads of grunt off the bottom end there, wow. It's that flat twin for you. Yeah, this engine is pretty much identical, I would say, to the GS. It's almost like they've taken it out of one and put it into this. You know, because sometimes they kind of refine engines, change them a bit, but it just feels exactly the same to me in terms of performance. It's deceptively fast, this bike as well. I thought I was going a lot slower. I was going a lot slower than I was, but I wasn't. Very, very easy to chuck. It just feels different because obviously I'm been used to riding big adventure bikes with the high handlebars. See how this thing pulls up this hill. 5th gear, wide open. Just pulls nice. Fourth gear. Just storms up hills, wow. Absolutely brilliant. Such a mellow engine, this, you know, just it's fun, but it's relaxing. Somewhere up here there's a lay-by. Here we go. Wow, those brakes are good. That's one very, very impressive motorbike. Yeah, I like that a lot. Nice side stand, that's always good. So, let's have a conclusion about this beautiful machine. I really like the looks of that. You know, I like the front end on it. Gold forks are nice. Probably put a tail tidy on it. Krapovich can would sound nice as well. But no, I mean, price-wise, it's very competitive. You know, they've they've aimed this at sort of like the sport touring side of the market, and it's definitely, you know, wins top marks in that. It's smooth, the suspension is brilliant, brakes are fantastic with lots of feel and power. The engine is fun, but perfect for long distance touring because it's got that flat twin, that relaxed kind of feel to it, just lollops along all day long. You know, you've got all the options for your mounting your panniers here and your top box. I like the way you could have like the low seat up to the higher seat, so I mean it's big options for riders of all different sizes. You've got your Navigator 5 mount there. The dash is really classy. The screen is absolutely fine. That's good. Hasn't got LED lights by the look of it, no. So all in all, guys, yeah, this is a nice bike. Clutch is lovely and light. I can't find anything to really fault about this bike, to be honest, in real world terms. I'm sure there are people that do, but I say no, I'd give this bike 5 stars if it's what you're looking for. You know, I mean, at the moment, for me personally, I do like the adventure touring type bikes because I like that upright position. But if you're wanting something with that kind of engine, but more sports biased, definitely go for one of these. Have a demo ride on one. It's an excellent machine. So again, guys, that's it for now, and I'm test riding the Tracer next, I promise, and that will be coming up hopefully the next few weeks when I can have another free Saturday like this with the sun's out. So please feel free to hit the thumbs up button, share this video on Facebook, etc. Please feel free to subscribe and post your comments. I welcome all of those. So catch you soon, and bye for now.